This work of video art is called Dansons, Let's Dance, and was created in 2003 by the Paris-based artist Zoulikha Bouabdellah. As you've seen, the small screen displays the artist's midriff as she belly dances to the French national anthem, the Marseillaise, in red, white and blue scarves. The title ironically recalls the anthem's refrain, Marchons, marchons, let's march. The work of art is intended to communicate the artist's sense of belonging to the cultures of both France and Algeria. She left for France aged 16 with her parents during the Algerian Civil War. The video also conveys a particular view of French identity and encourages the spectator to reflect on attitudes to cultural difference in France. Given the production of the work in the context of intensifying debates surrounding the place of Islam in France in 2003, it may be read specifically as a challenge to televised clichés of Islam and particularly of Muslim women in France. In 2003, the French government set up a commission to evaluate the status of laïcité. This republican principle, which dates back to 1905, was originally established to separate church and state. The commission led to the law of March 2004 forbidding religious insignia, including the veil, in schools and other public institutions. However, this video combines belly dancing with symbols of France. It challenges clichés associated with the Arab world, clichés which obscure its historical, cultural and religious diversity. The video also challenges a particular, exclusive idea of French culture. This work takes symbols of French and Arab cultures and combines them to show that they're interconnected, that French identity is diverse and in a constant process of reconstruction. The artist has also spoken of her wish to celebrate, via this work, her personal sense of belonging to both cultures. But this video isn't merely celebratory. Some have even seen this work as reinforcing exotic clichés. The work's initial focus on a fragment of the body of a woman of Algerian descent places the viewer in a position of superiority. It might remind us of looking at Orientalist painting, such as Delacroix's Women of Algiers, or postcards of equally anonymous belly dancers. In this video work, we can't even see the dancer's head. The image is reduced to a woman's bare midriff. However, the viewer is uncomfortably aware of their status as voyeur as they watch the woman dress. They're the viewer, but they're also the object of the work. Also, the focus on a part of the body denies the viewer's need to see the whole image. The work refers to the cliché of the belly dancer, perhaps to indicate that the tendency to reduce Arab cultures to clichés still exists in France today. At the same time, the work undermines those clichés. Orientalist images deny the individuality and diversity of the cultures they depict, as do recent stereotypes of Muslim women. In this work, the Arab woman who chooses to dress herself and to dance in the French national colours can be seen as an active participant in history. The exotic, timeless image of Orientalist painting or photography is displaced by a contemporary political statement. The artist was inspired by Delacroix's painting Liberty Leading the People of 1830. This image of revolution, of the triumph of republican values over Charles X's authoritarian monarchy, was produced at the same time as France was embarking on its second phase of empire. This began with the conquest of Algiers. Bouabdellah's work seems to suggest that the discrepancy between apparently universal republican values and practices of domination and exclusion continues to exist today, albeit in new forms. The artist's revision and parody of the painting puts herself, a Franco-Algerian woman, in the place of the French national symbol, the Marianne. It demonstrates the participation of immigrants, female in particular, in the formation of French identity, which is constantly in the process of evolution and revolution. So this ironic belly dance undermines the stereotypes which are barriers to the integration of minority communities in France. It combines a cliché of the Arab world with a symbol of French culture to emphasise that cultures are interconnected. Also, this artist uses the language of television, one of the visual languages in which rigid notions of cultural difference are usually communicated and passively consumed. This visual language is used in an alternative way to provoke the spectator, encouraging them to participate actively in the work and opening up debates surrounding the place of other cultures in France. Art is arguably one of the most effective means of undermining stereotypes. Zoulikha Bouabdellah avoids a straightforward political message. Instead, her work creates an ambiguous space between politics and poetics, documentary and fiction, as it engages with reality while also imagining alternative ways for cultures to coexist.